السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله الذي جعل الشمس والقمر حسبانا والنجم والشجر يسجدان، فضل زمانا على زمان كما فضل مكانا على مكان وإنسانا على إنسان، والصلاة والسلام على نبينا وأولانا وأعلانا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد. Welcome to Quranic Arabic Academy, Arabic Grammar Made Easy, lesson number 4. As usual, let's make the dua. ربي يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير وبك نستعين. ربي يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير وبك نستعين. ربي يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير وبك نستعين. رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد رسولا. رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد رسولا. رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد رسولا. In this lesson we are going to learn the rules of غير منصرف noun, the categories of غير منصرف noun. But before we start the lesson, let's recap. We have started learning Arabic grammar with a kalima, and we have learned kalima is 3 types: ism, fail, and harf. And we said we're going to start with ism first, and we have learned there are 4 properties of an ism. Number 1, al-i'rab. Number 2, al-naw'. Number 3, al-adad. And number 4, al-ta'yin. The i'rab is the grammatically status of the ism in the sentence, and al-naw' is the gender. Al-naw' is the gender of a noun, and then al-adad is the number, and al-ta'yin is the definiteness. So we started learning al-i'rab. We've learned there are 3 types of i'rab or status. It is called number 1, halatul rafa', and number 2, halatul nasb, number 3, halatul jar. Any ism that is in halatul rafa', it is called marfu'. Any ism that is in halatul nasb, it is called mansub. Any ism that is in halatul jar is called majroor. Then we have learned there are 2 types of noun in terms of i'rab. Number 1 is mu'rab. Number 3 is mabni. Mu'rab isms that allows the last letter, the harak of the last letter, to change from its default. It allows to change. Mabni ism does not allow to change. The default ism stays the same in all 3 states. But the mu'rab isms, they allow the last harak of the last letter to change from the default any other haraka. And there are 2 types of mu'rab. One is munsarif. Munsarif, again, it means it allows to change the default form to any other form, or any 3 cases. The ghair munsarif also allows the harak of the last letter to change from the default in only in 2 cases. The halatul rafa or marfu case, and in halatul nasab and jar will be same. So halatul nasab will be same, different from the default, which is marfu case. So today we're going to learn the rules of ghair munsarif and the categories of غير منصرف nouns. The rules of غير منصرف noun. Two rules. Number one, غير منصرف does not accept tanween. This is very important. The غير منصرف isms does not accept tanween, which is ضمتين, فتحتين and كسرتين. Rule number two, غير منصرف does not accept كسر in حالة الجر. Instead of kasra, it will have a fatha. See, so in halatul nasab and in halatul jar will have will have a haraka of a fatha. So again, rule number one, غير منصرف does not accept tanween. Rule number two, غير منصرف does not accept kasra in halatul jar. Instead, it will have a fatha. The categories of غير منصرف isms. The easiest way to learn غير منصرف ism is from the categories. Otherwise, there are technical rules to find an ism is غير منصرف. Inshallah, maybe in the lesson later on in the lessons, we will cover those rules. But for now, let's learn some categories where if any ism falls in one of these categories, there will be غير منصرف. Category number one, غير منصرف. Names of most prophets are غير منصرف. Example, يعقوب, يوسف, إبراهيم, إسماعيل, إسحاق. Why don't we have tanween on the last letter? Because rule number one, غير منصرف ism does not accept tanween. So in حالة rafa will be one dhamma. يعقوب, يوسف, إبراهيم, إسماعيل, إسحاق. يونس, داود, أيوب, سليمان, آدم. Names of the prophets below will be munsarif, means they will accept tanween and kasra. So Muhammadun, munsarif ism, Shu'aybun, Nuhun, Lutun, Hudun, Salihun, alayhimus salatu wassalam. So these isms, munsarif isms of the name of the prophet, they will also accept kasra because they are munsarif. Only غير منصرف ism does not accept kasra in halatul jar. Category number two, غير منصرف. Names of most females are غير منصرف. خديجة, حفصة, عائشة, مريم, فاطمة, زينب. So most, maybe one or two names of female are not غير منصرف. They are munsarif, but most of them are غير منصرف. Category 3, غير منصرف. Names of male that ends in ta marbuta, ends in round ta, are غير منصرف. Like حذيفة. حذيفة is a name of male ending with ta marbuta. Hamzatu, Usamatu, Talhatu. These isms, because they are غير منصرف, they will not accept, they don't have tanween. We don't pronounce with tanween, dhammatain. We pronounce with one dhamma. Hudhayfatu, Hamzatu, Usamatu, Talhatu. Category number 4, غير منصرف. Names of male that ends in alif and noon are غير منصرف. Like Adnan, Uthman, Salman, Irfan. So you can see here at the end, it's ending with alif here and noon. And because they are munsarif, they will not accept tanween. We pronounce Adnanu, Uthmanu, Salmanu, Irfanu. Category number 5, non-Arabic names are غير منصرف, non-Arabic names. So in the Quran we have Fir'aun, we have Haman, we have Qarun, we have Azar. So Fir'aunu, Hamanu, Qarunu, Azaru. So this is category number 5. Non-Arabic names are غير منصرف. So these isms will not accept tanween or kasra. Category number 6. Names of angels are غير منصرف. Jibrilu, Mikalu, Israfilu, Azrailu, Harutu, Marutu. So all the names of angels are غير منصرف. Category number 7, غير منصرف. Color and comparative relative nouns are غير منصرف. For example, أبيض, which is white, is a color, white. أبيض, غير منصرف. أسود, أحمر. So أبيض is used for مذكر, male or masculine, and بيضاء is also white, used for feminine. Okay, بيضاء is a feminine noun, used for feminine words. سوداء, again feminine, because it's giving the meaning of color, that's why it will be غير منصرف. حمراء, which is feminine of أحمر, red. So because both masculine and feminine forms of color, it gives us the meaning of color, that's why they are غير منصرف. Comparative, أكبر, biggest. We compare two things. أكبر, one is bigger than the other. Comparative, relative nouns are also غير منصرف. أفضل, better. أكرم, more generous. So they are also غير منصرف. So they will not accept tanween or kasra. At number 8, most countries and cities are غير منصرف. Most countries and cities are غير منصرف. Again, they will not accept tanween or kasra, like Misru, Pakistanu. Okay. Sorry, Ahmar shouldn't be there. Ahmar is the name of a color. I made a mistake here. These are countries' names, the cities' names: Makkatu, Londonu, Parisu, London, Paris, name of cities. So these are the 8 categories. Any name, any ism falls under these categories, they are غير منصرف. The rule of غير منصرف are 2. Number 1, غير منصرف isms does not accept tanween. Rule number 2, غير منصرف isms does not accept kasra in halatul jar. So in halatul jar, it will have fatha instead of a kasra. The غير منصرف isms are treated as munsarif when they are made definite by alif lam al or an idafa. The غير منصرف isms are treated as munsarif. So غير منصرف isms will become normal ism, munsarif ism, when they are made definite. In the coming lesson, we will know how to make an ism definite. One of the way is adding al, another way is to have an idafa. So these two will be learning in more details later on. Just remember these rules. The غير منصرف ism, when they are made definite, they will be like as munsarif isms. Means in halatul rafa, they will have one haraka. Halatul nasab, they will have a different haraka. In halatul jar, they will have a different haraka. Mabni isms, very little amount of isms last letter will remain the same in all three cases. They are called mabni. So in halatul rafa, which is the default form of every ism, halatul rafa, it will remain the same when it goes to halatul nasab. It will remain the same as default when it goes to halatul jar. So all huruf are mabni. All huruf, they stay the same in all three halats. All asma'ul ishara are mabni. All al-asma'ul mawsula are mabni. So we'll be learning more in details huruf and asma'ul ishara and asma'ul mawsula. Just for now, just remember all hurufs are mabni, all asma'ul ishara are mabni, and all asma'ul mawsula are mabni. This is the end of lesson 4. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq and the ability and barakah and time in our time, so we can spend little time so we can understand Arabic grammar, so we can apply on the Quran and we understand the meaning of the Quran. May Allah give us tawfiq. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.